What a fun weekend Ripping for the Cure just had. Um, I hope you had an equal amount of fun celebrating Mother's Day or any other plans that you had this past weekend. Um, I want to thank everybody for the incredible support with those Ripping for the Cure packs. I think that they were a big success. We raised a ton of money with them, but also just they were really fun to see what was coming out of them. Again, special thanks to CGC, Blake Jameson, Cash Lumber, the Savannah Bananas, Tops, Craig Caruso, Marty Lyons Foundation, the New York Mets, New York Yankees, and a ton of other teams that got involved with this as well. So just super grateful to be able to do that. And I heard from a few of you, and I told all of you that reached out that those will continue. Hopefully, I can do something bigger and better next year with them. Maybe even bring them back for the Hobby Foundation in the fall or something. But they were a ton of fun. So, again, I appreciate that support there. The $5 challenge with the Brad Davis art piece, the Ken Griffey Jr. piece. Sean Allen, thank you for donating that. Um, we were both a little surprised at the lack of support on that one. We thought that there would have been a little more after it. But nonetheless, we still appreciated the support that did come in because, as I've always said, the dollar we raised today is a dollar more than we had yesterday. So what we raised this weekend was phenomenal, to say the least. We are just under $31,000 in the bank right now. We have less than 2 weeks remaining, so um, a lot to happen. But let's get to this random real quick and knock that out of the way. So, shall we? What's going on? I know you all are thinking, Eric, you do this every week. Do you not understand what to do? And sometimes I don't. So we're on the dice roller 3 times. 6, 7, 12. Names already listed in here. We're going to randomize them 12 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's so nice when I don't have to scroll the way. 11. Here's number 12. Good luck, everybody. And Maddie Slay. Slay is our winner. Congratulations. This guy has been in every $5 challenge that we have done this year. And I believe this is his first win. So, Slay, congratulations. We'll certainly be in touch with you regarding that. So, appreciate that support, my friend. And we are almost there. Almost there. So, I want to touch on something real quick here that I noticed over the weekend with the mystery packs. I have to figure out how I can have an Excel spreadsheet up on the screen that you're seeing with me at the same time as I can have the items that I'm opening for the mega break, because that's something that has always been done. So I'm going to be playing around with that. So you might see me pop on and off at times. It's just me testing stuff most likely, but we'll get it figured out. Slay, yeah, congratulations, man. It's a pretty nice piece too. So like I said, less than 2 weeks to go. We're just under $31,000 right now. 35,000 is still in play. It is seriously still in play. And I know you all are probably thinking, well, how is that possible? Well, let me remind you that in that $31,000 or close to $31,000, the Minuteman Madness donation has still not been included. It's intentional. I'm not going to lie. It's intentional. Plus, the donation process for that does take some time. Okay. So, knowing that there's a couple extra $1,000 still sitting out there, and knowing that traditionally Midwest Box Breaks has done a break the last week, that's done a couple of $1,000 as well. Knowing that we have a $5 challenge this coming weekend, which I think it's going to be a little different than what I've done in the past with these. Same concept, just different item, and I'll explain, as that gets closer. And then next week, so starting Sunday night, there will be a daily 24-hour $5 challenge that George Teeter has traditionally done the last several years with Ripping for the Cure to kind of lead us into that. So there's that. And then I may have one more thing at the end of that week. I need to see how the week is going at that point, just from a personal time commitment. Because as I've stated multiple times, the weekend of the mega break, my son does have a baseball tournament. So I want to make sure that I can devote my time to him that he deserves and needs, but also be able to focus on that final piece of Ripping for the Cure. But this week, tomorrow, as a matter of fact, I will have something posted for you to win if you're going to the National this year or plan on going to the National. So Heritage Auctions has given me 2 tickets, 2 all-access VIP tickets, and I believe, I just want to verify before I say anything, but I believe they are sold out, if I remember correctly. General admission, basic, yes. The all-access VIP package is sold out. So I have 2 of these tickets. They're $330 for these. You get a boatload of stuff included with it. But I have 2. They're going to be going up this week for donation. Again, thank you to Heritage Auction for doing that. Super appreciative of them for that. The one thing with these tickets, you have to go. You have to use them. You cannot sell them or profit off of them in any way. If you want to give them to somebody to use, that's fine. Okay. But I need to stress, you cannot sell them. You cannot profit off of these in any way possible. They were donated by Heritage Auctions for 2 people to go. And I appreciate them for that. So I want to make sure that they are being used appropriately. So that'll be released tomorrow. The details of what that donation process will look like this week with that. But folks, we're here. It's exciting. 231 items to my right. I know that I have, I think, like another maybe like 10 to 15 items that have been committed to get here by next week, by the end of next week. Which would give us just under 250, which I'm not complaining about. I mean, 200 was the original goal, 225, and then 250. So, but I'll still take them. Okay, give my typical speech. If you have signed memorabilia by any of the big certifiers out there, my brain's not working today, guys. Sorry. JSA, PSA, Fanatics, TriStar, Beckett. Team themselves is another one. Certainly send it my way. Happy to take a look. Cards, graded rookies, graded vintage, autos, SSPs, patch cards, cool stuff that's $20 comp floor or more. Something that's going to appeal to an audience, and then non-sport stuff too. Think wrestling, Pokemon, TCG, um, entertainment, stuff like that. Because we've grown and we got this whole new audience, whole array of people that are getting involved here. So um, thank you. 35,000 again is the goal now. You'll see a post about that later today, and I appreciate you all very, very much. So again, Slay, congratulations. Everybody, thank you for your support this weekend. You can kind of see here, started shipping from this past weekend. So I'm hoping to have possibly today, maybe tomorrow for sure, to have everything out. So thank you all very much. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you all soon. Bye bye.